GW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Maybe some of you had a glimpse of sun a little bit earlier this morning. We're going to keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully by, I want to say about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock here at the radio center, we should begin to see some sun. And obviously, the longer the sun is out, the warmer it is going to get. Currently, we are looking at 51 degrees at the airport, 53 here at Radio Center. Downtown Midland is 51. Downtown Bay City is at 51 as well. A west wind gusting up to 28 miles per hour. So it's chilly out there, but at least with 51 degrees, it's not bitter like it has been over the past few days. 30.00 and rising is the barometric pressure. So that is definitely a good sign. We have a low pressure system. A little bit earlier, it was over the straits, and it is moving off to the east. We're going to keep our eye on a low pressure system over the Utah-Wyoming area. That is going to begin to form a little bit more over the next 8 to 10 hours. And eventually, it appears as though by late tomorrow afternoon, that low isn't really going to move all that much. It's going to be situated over the Mindak area and also kind of hanging down in northern Nebraska. That low is what's going to cause the big warm-up as we go into the weekend. It's also going to cause that chance of seeing some precipitation as we move through the afternoon hours tomorrow afternoon, because there is a warm front, a long-reaching warm front ahead of that low, and that is going to be trying to work its way up through the state. It's not going to have a real good chance of doing it tomorrow, but by tomorrow night and then during the day on Saturday as well as Sunday, that warm front is going to be well up. And the low-pressure system is not really going to get much closer to us than the Dakotas and northern Minnesota. So that's the reason why we're not really going to be looking at a whole lot of precipitation. And in most cases, I'm not expecting much more precipitation than what we saw in the rain gauges over the last 24 hours here. We did pick up about 0.14 of an inch out at the airport over the last 24 hours, the majority of it occurring after midnight up until about 7 o'clock this morning. And in taking a look at a lot of the readings, you got to go up north, north of West Branch. West Branch only picked up, maybe 0.2 of an inch, and that was it. But you get a little bit further north, both west and east, you're seeing rainfall amounts of 1/3 of an inch up to as much as 0.6 of an inch in that northern 25 to 30% of the lower peninsula. Southern Michigan, not as nearly as much as indicated. We did have a couple of cells that moved through. Case in point, the back 40 in Richville and over by Vassar, we saw rainfall amounts of close to 0.3 of an inch, but everywhere all around didn't see quite as much in the rain gauge reports. 1/10 of an inch, maybe 0.2 of an inch, and that was it. Again, so as far as the forecast goes, sun as the day goes on. Just within the past 30 seconds, old Saul has made an appearance here at Radio Center, but we still have some pretty ominous looking clouds out there. So it's going to take a couple of more hours before we really begin to clear off. The radar is indicating that once you get into central Michigan, that 127 corridor, things really begin to clear out just a little bit. But closer to the water, because we have a west wind, we are seeing an increase in the clouds once again. So it's going to be a little bit before things really clear off. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 37. Sun will set this evening at 8:27, rise tomorrow morning at 6:42. During the day tomorrow, sun to start the day. Our high temperature tomorrow is going to be pretty close to where we are right now. 54 is our projected high, because we're going to start off with some sun, but then the clouds will be moving in, so we're not going to get that warm up from the sun like we will see this afternoon. Clouds as the day goes on tomorrow. An east breeze, again, all of that a function of that far-reaching low, and also the residual of a low that is going to be east of Michigan. That's going to push an east wind about 10, 12 miles per hour tomorrow. Scattered shower activity moving in later. The best chance of seeing precipitation in Michigan tomorrow afternoon, is going to be in southern Michigan, the southern third. But we are looking for some of that to bubble up into the central part of the state as well. Northern Michigan, boy, it's going to be real iffy if we see any precipitation tomorrow. Saturday, clouds, a spotty shower real early, but then sun in the morning, and that'll be all through the day. 78 now is our projected high for Saturday. 62 is our low. We're talking end of June temperatures on Saturday. Sunday, more of the same. A little bit cooler, but not much. 76. Partly cloudy skies. Clouds as we move through the day. And then by later in the day on Sunday night, we're going to see some scattered shower activity around. We'll drop down to about 52 for a low on Sunday night after a low of about 62 on Saturday night. The low pressure system giving us all of this is going to be moving from northern Minnesota up into Canada. It is going to be a very intense low. It's going to be a very windy low. There's a lot of upper air turbulence with that low. Fortunately, it's going to be far enough away from us. It's not going to approach us, so we're not going to have to worry about it then. But as we move into the work week, what that low is going to do north of Michigan with that counterclockwise circulation, it's going to pull some of that colder air down. So we're going to be looking at a high on Monday of 58 with cloudy skies. Tuesday, 48, and Wednesday, 46 for high temperatures. Our low on Monday night will be 38. Tuesday night will be 33. Same thing on Wednesday night, about 33. The below average temperature trend is going to continue all the way through the 4th of May. Below average on the moisture. Once we move into the work week next week, once we get past late Sunday night and early Monday morning. Sun will set this evening, 8:27, rise tomorrow morning at 6:42. A year ago today, our high was 43 and our low was 24, so downright chilly. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Melissa Sweeney standing by over at the Andersons. We'll be talking to her in just a moment as far as the markets go. But before we do that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts. They understand that your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. They do take their job personally at Steiner Tractor Parts because they know that that tractor, it's probably a hobby, your passion, or your livelihood, or possibly even your legacy for the next generation. Steiner Tractor, they make it as easy as it can be. New parts for old tractors. Just give them a call at 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Well, Melinda, what are the factors determining our markets right now?
I think it's the same story. This morning, though, export sales came out and we're trending down right now. Corn's down 13 nearby, beans are down 7, wheat's down 15 currently on the board.
So still the same old factors we've been dealing with all the way along. Any light at the end of the tunnel?
It depends on whose tunnel you're looking at.
Isn't that the truth? So what do you have on the board right now?
Right now, oh, nearby corn is at 746. New crop corn's at 689. Nearby beans are 1675. New crop beans 1470. Nearby wheat 994, and new crop wheat is at 979.
Are you hearing anybody that's working in the field? On the drive yesterday, I did see that there was some top dressing of wheat going on.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people top dressing wheat, but no one as of yet out in the field playing in the dirt. The nice weather this weekend is intriguing, but we're supposed to hit another cold spell next week.
Yeah, fortunately for us, the projection of precipitation is way down. So maybe, just maybe, even though it's chilly and cold, we might be able to get a little bit more of that top dressing going on with the fields, maybe early in the morning, temperatures close to the 30-degree mark there by midweek. But yeah, if we can just hold off the rain, we could get a lot of work done, preliminary work anyway.
Right. We could not use the rain we're currently getting.
No, we sure don't need any more right now. You have a great day. Have a nice weekend. If we don't talk to you before, we'll talk to you again next week. All righty?
Sounds great. Have a good weekend.
You bet. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein now joining us from Oppenheimer. The Market Report is brought to you by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They do have lines of credit for equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Stop by any of their branches and find out why many folks consider the Frankenmuth Credit Union their hometown financial solution. Find out more by going to frankenmuthcu.org. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
What are we looking at now?
Well, I'm seeing a new high on November of 23 soybeans today. Only up a quarter of a penny right now, but it hit about 14.35, something like that. And again, absence of sellers. And everything else across the board is down. Crude oil's up about $1.35. But heating oil, your diesel fuel, is down about 9 cents. So there's a dichotomy there with crude oil going up and heating oil going down. Gasoline's up a penny, not a big deal. But the Japanese yen is weak again, so that theme continues. And precious metals down, not hugely, but a little bit. Here's your numbers. The May corn 802.5, down 13.25. December corn 740, down 8.5. And then September of 23 corn 686.25, down 9.25. The May soybeans 17.39 3/4, down 7 cents. November soybeans 15.28, down 1.5 cents. And November of 23 soybeans 14.26 3/4, that's down 3/4 of a penny. May wheat is 10.75, down 13 cents. December wheat 10.79, down also 13 cents. And July of 23 wheat is 10.33 1/4, that's down 14 1/4. Crude oil is 103.64, up $1.45. Heating oil is 357.69, down 9 cents. Gasoline is 327.58, that's up a penny and a half. And natural gas 704.70, that's down 11.1 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you 125.24 at the border. That's up 26 ticks. The yen is at 128.65, up 77 ticks. The euro is at 108.48. That's down 2 ticks. The dollar is at 100.43. That's up 4 ticks. Gold's at 1942.90, down 12.70 an ounce. Silver's at 24.62, down 73 cents. Platinum's at 967.10. That's down $20.
$20.
$20.
A little here and a little there.
A little.
And again, the wholesale gas price, where are we at right now?
Hanging around 327. So, what, 392 maybe?
Okay. So 383's a bargain, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
As Melinda Sweeney said a little before, it all depends on whose tunnel you're looking at, if
You
there's
got
light
it.
at the end of it. You take care. Have a good one, all right?
Yep, you too.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Jerry Samolsky joins us in a moment.
Mr. Farmer, does the cost of fertilizer have your head spinning? Maybe it's time to look for alternatives. Now's the time to see what Dairy Dew can do for you. Dairy Dew? Dairy Dew offers compost blends made with chicken manure, gypsum, and several other natural ingredients that will bring health back into your fields. As a matter of fact, Dairy Dew features a mix of compost blends, granulated fertilizers, and liquids that will help to restore nutrients and good biology to your soils. No matter if you're a conventional farmer or organic farmer, Dairy Dew is for you. Dairy Dew liquids like Kelpful and MCI Corn Starter will benefit your plants. The soil health experts at Morgan Composting have been helping farmers with their soil health for over 25 years. Put that expert know-how to work for you. Don't let today's fertilizer costs get you down. Now you know the best option. Learn more by visiting dairydew.com. Get your orders placed now for spring. Put Dairy Dew to work for you.
Healthy plants come from healthy soil. Healthy soil comes from Dairy Dew.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency is ready to take care of you, Mr. Farmer. When it comes to risk management, you really do need to be listening to a voice or two and kind of get an idea. A little bit different perspective may be possible. Well, the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, they know what risk management is all about, and they're ready to take care of you because they are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Their agents can be reached directly on their cell phones for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office in downtown Reese. It's 989-868-4722. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Along with me, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. There's a whole lot of promise as far as our weather is concerned, Jerry.
It sure is. We're promising things will start blooming and flowering, and we'll see some daffodils and some tulips. But boy, Terry, everything is just kind of parked and waiting. I've noticed forsythia now are just beginning to push, and they're swelling the buds, but no color yet. So there is a ton of promise. So we're still into the cleaning, mulching, pruning stages of getting ready for the spring to hit, and do those cleanups and get ready to go. So when everything does happen, we can sit back and enjoy the beauty of spring.
One thing for sure, I mean, you've got a lot of acreage out back there at Bay Landscaping. Everything's a little bit behind from what we've been accustomed to for the last few years, isn't it?
It sure is, Terry. Growing degree days at base 32 were only half of what we were last year. So, it's way behind. But, when it starts, it's going to come with a vengeance, and everything's going to be blooming at the same time, which isn't all bad. But we like it when it just kind of goes a little bit all along and enjoy each plant as it comes into bloom, and then in the next one. But I think we're going to have a torrent of flower all at once.
I think you're right. Jerry, you take care. Have a good day, okay?
Yes, sir.
Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Craig Voorhees joins us in a moment.
Have you seen the new 2022 Chevy Silverado pickup? Hi, I'm Steve Cook from the Cook GM Superstore in Vassar. Not only is there a new grille and other exterior upgrades, but best of all is the new interior, including an all-new, much larger touchscreen that customers have been asking for years. And right now, you can lease that all-new 22 Silverado Crew Cab 4-wheel drive starting from $358. And don't forget that even as you've heard on the news that dealers around the country are gouging customers, leasing that same truck for as much as $500 or $600 a month, at Cook Chevrolet Buick with your GM discount, it's only $358. And more good news is that at Cook's, the Chevy Blazer is still only $228 a month. And finally, we've got a large shipment of Chevy Equinoxes coming in for even less, only at Cook Chevrolet Buick, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease. $28.73 on Blazer, $29.12 on Silverado due at signing. Call or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Along with me, Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Craig, we had a little bit of a conversation yesterday, and from what I understand, we still want to talk a little bit more about it. I think your phone was ringing a little bit.
Right, Terry. We were talking about construction costs yesterday and the increase. And one thing that goes along with construction, when you're building a new home or a new barn or shed on the farm, you make sure you're having the discussion with whoever's doing the building about who covers it during the construction phase. Not every builder does. And I think a lot of us consumers kind of just assume, and we all know what that means, that the builder is covering it. So make sure when you're talking with your builder and getting the plans in place that that's part of your discussion.
I'm surprised at how many construction companies are a little short on the coverage themselves.
Yeah, that's a great point, Terry. Along with the discussion of who's covering it, ask them if they have enough coverage. I mean, because of these increased costs, it's certainly a question that needs to be asked. And
again, you can't rely on somebody else. You really have to cover all your bases, don't you?
Yes, because it's your checkbook on the line. So that's the one we care about. So make sure you're asking the questions and doing your due diligence when you're deciding which builder to go with.
Craig Voorhees, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you again soon. All right.
All right, Terry. Thank you.
Steve Anderson joins us in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Ray from Begic Nursery and Garden Center in Bay City. We're ready to help you renew and refresh your lawn, garden, and outdoor living space. Explore the area's largest selection of exclusive cascading waterfalls, outdoor art, and statuary, gorgeous planters and pottery that will add the blazes of color combinations you've always dreamed of. See exclusive fountains, bird baths, fire pits, musically tuned woodstock wind chimes, gazing globes, and all the accessories you'll need for your yard and garden. Begic's Outdoor Living Center offers you a great selection of comfortable and colorful Berlin Gardens outdoor living furniture. Grilling with a new Weber grill from Begic's opens a world of possibilities. Visit our grill zone where you'll find the full line of Weber gas grills, charcoal grills, and all the accessories you'll need for outdoor cooking at its best. Backed by the power, reliability, and lifetime support of Weber. We'll see you at Begic Nursery and Garden Center this week on M84, 1 mile east of I-75, west side Saginaw Road, Bay City.
Let's find out what's going on in New York right now. Steve Anderson from Baird & Company joining me. Steve, what do we have?
We have mixed markets, sir. We've got the Dow Jones Industrial Average ahead by 101, putting it at 35,262. Volume there is 320 million shares. The Nasdaq's down 23 points at 13,429, and volume there is 396 million shares. Locally, Caterpillar 237.19 up 211. Deere 431.35 down 605. CMS 73.57 up 53. Dow is 70.82 up 328. DuPont 71.11 up 55. Corteva 61.08 down 24. GM 41.31 down 42. Trinzio 52.55 up 13. Walmart 159.40 down 24. Home Depot 311.72 down 342. Huntington Banks 14.56 up 31. And AT&T is ahead by 70 cents at $20.13 per share.
Steve, have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. I will. You too.
All right. Steve Anderson over at Baird & Company. Are you upset with your current planter performance? Are you considering buying a new planter but blown away from sticker shock? With Precision Planting's VSET, V-Drive, and Delta Force, we can retrofit your old planter to outperform any new planter on the market. Then access all your data from planting to harvest easily with Field View. Call PC Ag Solutions today and get your parts ordered, installed, and ready to go for the upcoming growing season. 989-868-4444. PC Ag Solutions.
A good grower always knows the forecast, and with interest rates forecasted to rise in the near future, there's never been a better time to lock in a historically low rate on a new irrigation system at your local Zematic dealer. For a limited time, get an additional 1% interest rate discount on already low financing and the earliest delivery dates in the industry. So your new Zematic pivot is ready to roll this spring. Terms and conditions apply. See your local dealer or visit lindsay.com/spring sale for full details.
We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around for that. But before we do all of that, we want to close our program today with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW.